Morning, guys. Back at work today, and want to take y'all with me today and show you some stuff I do on the forklifts. I mean, there's a lot of mechanics out there that's maybe watching this that doesn't even know that the forklift industry exists. There's good money in it. There's no labor books, any of that stuff. You go out, you repair lifts, and you get paid for however long it took you. You know, this industry is unknown by most mechanics. I mean, I've worked in car shops, and I've told y'all, you know, I've worked a little bit of everywhere, but I've been doing lift trucks since I was 19 years old, and it's a good business to get in. I guess I just kind of want to show y'all what I do a little bit on a daily basis. Maybe get somebody interested in this stuff, because they're always looking for technicians to do this. And once you learn, you know, the ropes of fixing them, repairing them, you can get a job anywhere, all over the country, all over the world, because there's forklifts everywhere. I mean, there ain't as many as cars, but there's a lot of them, and the companies that need them to work, they need them, you know. So when they go down, they got to have them fixed right then. And it's a pretty good business to be into, man. I've made good money over the years doing this work, and a lot of my buddies that you see out there jeeping with me, it's got nice jeeps and stuff, they do this same stuff. And this business will teach you, you know, if you get in on an apprenticeship program, they'll teach you everything. They'll teach you, you know, electrical systems, diesel, gas, LP gas, everything. I mean, if you know anybody that's a lift truck technician and they've been doing it for a long time, they know pretty much everything when it comes to electrical systems, building transmissions, building differentials, engines, all that stuff. This job, you know, it's not a glamorous job, but you can make money to do your stuff that you want to do at home doing this. The pay on this is comparable to a nurse. You know, we make about, my wife's a nurse, and me and her make pretty close to the same. You know, we pretty much make the same. And I just wanted to, there's a lot of young guys that like tinkering with stuff, and I was that kid. I was that young guy, man. I never could have anything. I'd take it apart, you know, and see how it worked when I was young. And I love this stuff. And I want to, you know, give y'all some information on it. You might be wondering what you want to do. I mean, you never know who's watching these videos, and might get somebody into this industry, because it's a good business to be into. You don't have to. Car shops are a pain in the butt, man. They got labor books, and if the job says it takes 2 hours, that's all they pay you, you know. And it usually works out good for you, but sometimes it don't. But anyway, I'll shoot some video on some of these lifts and try to show y'all a few things on them, and maybe get somebody interested in this stuff. I mean, they're always looking for technicians. We can't find any. I'm the lead guy out in this area, and we got five guys out here working. In Jacksonville, we got 35 guys working. In Savannah, Georgia, we got about that many. I mean, it's a big demand, and there's not young guys getting into it. Look at me. I'm gray-haired, and I'm getting older, and there's not many people filling our shoes. So I'll make some videos of these things and show you what they are. So most people ain't never been seen inside of them, so I'll show you an electric one. We're going to look at a pallet jack, little electric walkie pallet jack, and that'll be the first job. We'll go take a look at it, see what's wrong with it, and we'll fix it. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, we made it to our first deal here. See all these trailers, big warehouse. There's hundreds of forklifts inside this place. Get up here and go in and get this lift, but I just want to show y'all the scale of this stuff. I mean, look down this aisle. See all them trailers? They gotta load all these trailers out. You know, there's a lot of forklifts out there, and they're constantly breaking down. The operators just tear them up all the time. Most of the stuff you deal with is just little stupid stuff. I guarantee you this one's gonna be something, you know, simple. The electrical systems, this is an electric forklift we're going to look at. The electrical systems on them pretty reliable. They have Hall effect sensors, and there's really no moving parts to break on them, and they got, you know, solid state controllers and, you know, inverters, and the electric ones are pretty high tech. Hell, we got some companies that have what they call a reach truck. It's a forklift that goes way up and reaches out, pulls stuff off the rack, and they have a system in them called InfoLink, and they'll literally email you. The forklift will. It'll email you when it's got a problem. It'll be the code, you know, what code it's throwing, if it's down or up, it's running or whatever. And there's some companies that have that, and that's pretty cool, you know, to tell you guys. I mean, you wouldn't think a lift truck would have Wi-Fi, but it does. They'll have a Wi-Fi connection inside that building, and the truck has Wi-Fi. We call it forklift trucks. So if you hear me saying trucks, that's what a forklift, we call forklift trucks. But the truck will send an email out to the dealership, you know, saying, you know, code 347, no travel. And we know what we're getting into before we get there. But I'm gonna get parked and we'll go get this thing. Okay, here's our job. It's a little electric power jack, walkie jack. The problem it's having is, this is the lift and lower. Try to lift with it. That's lower. Lift. Back. This lift is, that's how they do it. It's 24 volts. Right. Wired in series. 6, 12, 18, and you get your 24 to run it. Now the code it's throwing is, let's switch it on. I'll show y'all this. Put it down and start it up, and push the lift button. See what it does. Click out. Code 857. You always gotta watch your codes, they'll change on you. Sorry I'm shaking so bad. Code 857. Okay, there's a book in these things. Down in there's a lot of checks, but the first thing we need to check is that battery voltage. This truck's 24 volt DC, but it goes into this controller. It's 24 volts, comes out 3-phased AC to the drive motor. That's your AC. Now the DC, the lift pump's DC. It just runs off the battery volts, which is what we're having a problem with. But it sends a signal from up here, these switches, down through the controller. The controller makes this lift, makes this pump kick on. So what we need to do is, first thing, check our voltage. Make sure our voltage is good, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we got the meter plugged in to the battery. Should be 24 volts right there, 2380 something, you know, above 23 volts. We got 2290. That's a problem. So what we need to do is switch the truck off, switch the truck back on, now reset it. And now we want to watch our voltage. If we bring the handle down, that should kick it on. See, it's dropping to 2275. That's even lower. Let's lift it up, see what it does. See that go to 18? It's tripping out. There's not enough voltage in this pack batteries. One of these batteries is bad. Alright, we'll test the batteries and see. You can do a quick check on your batteries. You can do this on the Jeeps too. Take 2 of these 6 volts and make 12 volt. And have a lot more amperage if you have room for them. Alright, let me test them. I'll get back with y'all. Alright guys, I found the problem. That battery there. That one's 625, 620, 6 something. This one's like 2 or 3 volts. So what we're going to do is pull that battery out, replace it, and it should work. I'm going to get on it. Alright, I got the battery swapped out. Yeah, it's the junk one. Let's see what it does. That's what it's supposed to do. Travels. Like I was saying on the way in, these electrical systems are pretty reliable. So, you know, even though it's got all this stuff on here and it looks kind of spooky, 9 times out of 10 it's voltage issues and, you know, stuff like that. It's nothing to be afraid of. So I'm gonna put this thing back together, take it in, put it on charge, get the customer to sign the paperwork, and we're off to the next one. That's how it goes all day long to the end of the day. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if y'all want to see some more stuff like this, you know, comment, let me know. I do all kinds of stuff every day, and if I can get anybody interested in something that'll help them out in life and make some cash and have a family and have Jeeps, and I want to help. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.